What is up, guys? Welcome back to the stream. We are live. We will not be racing the Formula 4 because I did not know it was at 2:15. So the next race is at 3:15. Something like that. But basically we don't have enough time to wait for the race because it's in 40 minutes. It's in like 45 minutes. So we'll be racing the BMW M2 at Summit Point. I will register, and just so y'all know, I have zero practice. I had been practicing for the Formula 4 at Laguna Seca, and I come in and it is in an hour, so we cannot do that race. But it'll definitely be interesting. I have driven the BMW M2 before. I've driven the BMW M2 used to be my most driven car. I used to drive that one every week. Now I focus more on formula, as you guys can see on the licenses. The only real different license I have is the formula in the D category. But yeah, the BMW M2, the one thing I will say, this car understeers like crazy. It might be also my lack of skill in trail braking. That I know I'm pretty good at trail braking, but as a race car driver, there's always points of where you can improve on. Let me change this light. My orange lights are like coming off. Do I like that? A little bit more, yes. We will be it is I've driven this car around Summit Point, but this road course, I know this one's called Jefferson Circuit. I do not know what this one's called, but this one is, I believe I've driven here also in the BMW M2. It's definitely not a difficult track, which is why I have somewhat confidence in coming in here with no practice. Of course, if it was a formula car with no practice, that this is Summit Point International, the big one. I did drive the Formula 4 here with no practice, and I came out. I've been talking to myself. The microphone was off. But yeah, I believe that is the International Circuit, the big one, and the small one is Jefferson Circuit. I have driven on the International Circuit before in the Formula Ford and the F4, and I have also driven on both of these tracks in the BMW M2. But it is a definitely a decent track. It does appear the race session is starting. Yeah. And I forgot trading paints is not on. I'll open that real quick. This always takes a little bit, so we will wait for that to load. I want to make sure y'all can hear me. I can't see OBS right now. And I fiddled with some of the settings a little bit ago. My thing ain't opening. Y'all can see me well. Yeah, y'all can see that. It moves fine. It does show that there's noise, so that's good. I don't think there might be 30 seconds left of practice. Yeah, there's a minute 30 left. I will join right now. Talk to y'all after. Okay.
Pick up that corner and got to slow down.
I will reset. It oversteers like crazy. Slides a lot. More than I remember. I haven't driven this car in a while. But definitely, yeah. Definitely takes some time to adjust. Huh.
Chad, can you go right back?
Yeah.
All right. We're just gonna go to the pipeline real quick. Just pick up some stuff.
Green flag, green flag.
Damn it.
Okay, here comes your first time lap.
Okay, I don't know what happened there, but
One more lap.
okay, what is up with my car in that corner? So, immediately I will say very bad qualifying. I don't know why corners where the car just spins, and I believe I am like pushing the car too much or something. Something about it. Because I'm used to driving formula cars. Driving these cars is not my specialty, but definitely I should be more versatile, but definitely this guy is blazing fast. Like 51.8. I believe the world record is a 50.9 or a 50.8 or like a 51.1, something like that. But like he is super fast. And then immediately after there's a 2 second gap. It's like 1.1.5 seconds. And then you have like 6/10 of a second, and then you have immediately like half a second, almost a second. Then right here you have 3/10 of a second, like another 3/10 of a second, and then right here you have 4/10 of a second. Then comes me. So although I didn't like I basically didn't qualify, all 3 laps were bad. Like I'm a loss of control. It invalidated both laps. I am starting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Eighth. I'm starting eighth. And where is this? I want to see where that is. But yeah, I'm starting eighth out of 9, 10, 11. There's not a lot of people, and I think a lot of these people don't have the best safety rating. But yeah, definitely watching out for stuff. It's a lot of survival, definitely. But I will be studying how they are braking and accelerating throughout the entire race, and I will try to learn upon that. This is definitely a chance for the podium if a lot of people spin out or crash, which is almost a guarantee. We are going to go into the race. The race is 12 minutes. Yeah, and I'll talk to y'all after. I might talk to y'all mid-race if something important happens. But apart from that, I will talk to y'all in, I think, 15 minutes. Definitely packed.
The estimated strength of field is 1,020. Still waiting on 2 cars to grid. Green flag, green flag. Right side, car on your left. Keep to the right. Go left. Stay on the right. Still there, hold your line. Still there. Clear. The leader's bidding now. Car on. Clear on the right. You're in 4th position.
Oh God, what is wrong with this car? huge crash up ahead. Huge crash. And I might be involved. Oh, God. Oh. Okay. As I was just talking bad about them. Okay.
We got damage on the front end. You've got some damage. Let's get that fixed.
Do I need repairs? I don't think so. I can drive like this. Man, this car is just...
The car in C3, just left up the track. 52.253. Slow car ahead. You got a slow car on the right. You got a slow car on the right. Car, no, it's up the front. Leader is running 53.288.
Oh, huge crash.
You got a slow car on the right. You've been disqualified for ignoring the black flag.
What black flag? Exit the track safely. I've been disqualified. What black flag? I really want to know which black flag, because I have not done anything wrong. That really sucks. I see Bubba King. Okay, he left. Wow. But yeah, that sucks so much. Wow. Yeah, it's just like the BMW y'all saw, it oversteers when it wants to, and of course everything is user input, right? And of course this one starts in 15 minutes, but we don't have enough time for that. But yeah, I will definitely probably never be running this series again. It's just like as it is as a car, as my driving okay. Actually, I won't cry about it because as a race car driver, you need to adapt, right? And I will not say that I cannot drive the car because of my driving style because that is definitely not it. Max Verstappen is what? Max Verstappen's four-time world champion and he can drive every GT3 there is, right? So my skill should align with the M2 if I can drive a Formula 4 that is probably 8 times harder to drive than this. Oh, hi. Bonita. That's great. All right, just uplifted my mood. All right. Hey, that is great. Also, to whoever's watching, because I know at least one person is watching right now. New profile picture. I wasn't happy with the red themed everything that we had. I changed it up a little bit. I had a good photo from a party that I went to on Saturday. I really liked it, and yeah, that is my profile picture now. And I think it looks great. And I like the rebranding now because red is of course my favorite color. Not necessarily red, but more so like this color, like a wine color. I don't know if it's burgundy or maroon or something. Not like a bright red like it used to be. So now all my stuff is purple. Not necessarily that's my favorite color, but it is a great color. I love the I liked how Red Bull at was it Las Vegas? Yeah, I think it was Vegas a while back had the purple car. So that is great stuff. New profile picture and I will I do want to show y'all being that Laguna Seca is one of my favorite tracks. While we wait for this thing to end, I will join a Laguna Seca test drive. Being that Laguna Seca is definitely, I think, one of the most influential racetracks in the world. I know Formula One used to race here a while back. But yeah, the corkscrew is definitely such a fun corner, but such a hard one to get right. But when you can get the corkscrew right, that is one of the most fun corners. I can just imagine it in real life because in the sim, you don't feel the car going down and up, right? In real life, you're feeling the car pitch down, pitch up, and roll around the thing. That's got to be super cool to experience. And the Formula 4 is just a great car. Being open wheel, similar to go-karts, but also similar to Formula 3. Also, if we go over here to sports car, today is what? The 14th? If we go all the way down here, we see the Daytona 24. The Daytona 24 is the biggest iRacing race of the year. I believe it was so many teams that signed up last year. But yeah, I know Max Verstappen is competing in this race this year. He's competed in all the other years. He's multi-time champion for the Daytona 24. But you do need a C-class license. I do not have a C-class license, but I do want to have a C-class license by February because in February it is the 12 hours of Sebring. Um, Not, also the Daytona 24. It's way too little time for me to get a C license. It is Sebring 24. Um, 12 hours. It's like 6 hours of Canadian Tire Motorsport Park, and there's another one. It's at the tip of my tongue. It's another big IMSA race. I'm really trying to remember. Because Daytona, Sebring, Dang, am I really gonna have to look it up? That's really one of those things where I'm not gonna be able to concentrate if I'm still thinking about that. And this thing doesn't want to open. IMSA schedule. Cause IMSA starts in like a week. There's Roar before 24. That one already passed in iRacing. Daytona, Sebring, Long Beach. There's the Acura Grand Prix of Long Beach. No, I don't think it's that one. I do know 6 hours of the Glen. That is at Watkins Glen. Virginia? Petite Le Mans. That's where it was. That's what it was. Petite Le Mans is not Le Mans. It is it's petite. No, it's small. Yeah, I think it's 12 hours. But instead of it being at Circuit de la Sarthe in France, it is at Road Atlanta. That Michelin Road Atlanta is such a fun track. I have driven there in Gran Turismo so many times, and the cars are always just constantly sliding. It's a really fun track, and if you can get every corner right, it's super fun. But I do want to show y'all the elevation changes and everything on Laguna Seca. I also want to run a couple laps because I will, if tomorrow lines up everything correctly, I will possibly stream a Laguna Seca Formula 4 race on Thursday and on Friday instead of just Wednesday and then Friday. So I will do a couple laps and I'll talk to you in a little bit. My best lap is a 125.297. So if we can get an improvement, that would also be great to add on top of that. Okay. The oversteer on this thing. So here's where I want to show y'all more in detail. More so because I just ruined the lap back there, or else I would have kept pushing. But this is the corkscrew right here that I don't know what turn it is. 14 or something. But as you guys can see here, let me reverse actually. I locked up the rear tires. But yeah, you come down here blazing fast and you brake here at the 3 marker. You are braking at what, 40% for a long while. You're braking 40 and then 30, 25, 15, 10, 5%, all the way till you're here. And when you're here, you can't see anything. It's a crest, and then you come down here. I'm like, because I can just imagine this thing is like so cool in the simulator. I can just imagine that thing in real life. And also down here, whenever you are driving on a warm-up lap, you take this corner with a lift. You will lift the accelerator and keep pushing here. When your tires are warmed up, you can take that corner flat out. Right here, you just brake at like you brake at like 20, 25%, like very slightly. And then right here, you're just gonna brake at the 2. I did lock up last time, but then from here is just full push all the way to the next corner. One important thing I've seen here, you have to make sure you're like right on the inside here at the start of the lap. Just cuts track usage. And right here you brake at 3. Then you have to trail it off long, and then you just accelerate at 100%. Then right here you do like a little dab on the brakes, give it like rotation, and then just full push. Right here too, it's just a little lift. Yeah, it does appear that we are improving upon the time. Right here you brake at that line before the 2. We have a purple sector. Might this be another purple sector? I will reset right now in a little bit, but just like that, yeah, we were 18 milliseconds off of my fastest lap time. That my fastest lap time is it's a 1:25.297. I was able to get a 1:25.315. But yeah, definitely a lot of this track is just like usage of the sausage curbs. Like these, you usually don't want to hit the sausage curbs too much, but on this track, definitely want to utilize them because you're still considered inside of track limits. But I do want to see a replay of my fastest lap, see where I am losing time, because not the world record, but I believe an average top split lap time is a 1:21.5 or like 1:21.8. So this was the fastest lap right here. Brake exactly at the 3, and then we trail it off and go kind of wide and just full beans on the next corner. Full acceleration right here, slight dab on the brakes to kick out the rear for rotation. That I hadn't done that before. And then right here, we can 100% lift less, and if not, lift at the 100-meter board instead of the... And also right here, I did want to point that out. During the lap, I thought I braked too early here. I could probably brake at the 2. This definitely could have been a new fastest lap. Especially the corkscrew. I know I gained a little bit of time with the corkscrew. Right here as well. I could 100% brake less and accelerate more, or lift and coast more to prevent that loss of momentum. Right here, exactly, braking at the 3 perfectly almost, and maybe accelerating a little earlier, but you don't want to accelerate too early there. Right here, well, perfect example of taking this part flat out, and then a little too high of a dab on the brakes. I think I went 75%. I should probably only go 40. Braked a little wide there. But this is what I'm saying. Even with all of those mistakes that I've just pointed out, that went on to be a 125, 315. So I will get back in there, try out 4 laps approximately, and then I'll come back.
slowdown penalty.
Wow. On a series of hot laps, and I genuinely think that one could have been an improvement, but we did improve. Oh, from a 125.297 to a 125.079. So that is what, 200ths of a second? 2/10 of a second or something? I don't know the name. But 200 milliseconds was the improvement, and that is huge. In a real race, that's the difference between, in a high level race, that is a big difference. And it does appear that the summit point things have coming up, and I do think it went down. But I'm not. Okay, just open. Okay, there. It made it go down by 0.1. That is nothing. And disqualified for what? That is what I want to know. For what? Yeah, it was a hard race for everybody. This guy's still driving, I think. No, start first and first. Start third and second. Start second and first. Average lap time was a 54. Best lap was a 51. 51 is blazing fast. But as I was saying, the Daytona 24 is the biggest iRacing race of the year. It is. A lot of people join. I'm going to Daytona 24 iRacing. Oh, and it is not fixed setup. So the setups would be the setups can change. But I want to see how many people signed up for the 2024. It is somewhat hard to spell on this keyboard with gloves on, so I don't want to. We have to. How many teams on Daytona 24 iRacing? It's probably all misspelled. 5,633 teams. In the 2025 iRacing Daytona 24, breaking the record from the 2025, a 21% bump. It's a huge race, and keep in mind that 5,633 teams means at minimum 2 people per team, because that's it. Y'all can't really see it, but if y'all could, right here, it's 2 to 16 drivers per team. I believe most people drive a 3 or 4 team. But yeah, definitely it's one of the things I want to accomplish, a 24-hour race. But yeah, finding the team is where the hard part is, but very doable. It's like one of those things where it's not hard at all. The hard part is because I've driven endurance races as I drove one race that was 2 hours long in Gran Turismo. Well, Gran Turismo is a whole other beast because people start getting tired. You can just start passing them. iRacing, these guys are relentless, right? But yeah, also my shoulders hurt. Yesterday was arm day, so my shoulders hurt. Or they don't hurt, they're sore. It would be bad if they hurt. People in the chat. Also, if you guys look back on Monday's stream, we were able to gain 2 more followers on Kick or on Twitch. And the little pop-up animation came up. I didn't know if it worked, and now I can confirm it works, at least for Twitch. And yeah. So new profile picture. New background. I wish I could show y'all the big background because right now, if y'all go and look at it, it just says Zathary. There's like a little head at the bottom. It's like a little head, like going like this. If y'all look at it from a TV, it shows the big. It shows it like bigger, and it says Zathary, and there's a little pixel art guy of me, and then there's a Porsche GT3 and a Formula 4, right? So yeah, all good things. Nothing to complain about today. Of course, the race wasn't what we wanted, but winning or losing, the journey continues. Like I'm not gonna let a little loss um downplay the rest of my day, right? And even if I won or lost, the day continues as normal. So although I would have liked a podium because I was fourth place, um I I don't see my day going any differently as if I would have won. Definitely if I would have won, maybe it would have bring me a little bit more joy. But yeah, we still have Friday. Friday, I will definitely try to time it correctly to drive the Formula 4 at Laguna Seca. And thank you to everybody who was watching. Thank you, Audrey. Thank you, Bonita. It is it's so nice to actually have at least I know that one person is watching the stream at most times. And yeah, it's just one of those things. I might be going to. I do want to go to Miami Homestead Speedway to drive the Formula 4 test day for, I believe it's Inter Motorsports or something, International Motorsports. And thank you to everybody who's watching. Thank you to anybody who has followed me, who has subscribed right now. It means so much to me. And yeah, today's been a great day. I hope everybody had a great day. And I hope y'all have a great rest of y'all's day. And thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you to everybody who supports me. And make sure you follow me on all of my socials and possibly other ones. You guys can look me up to see if I'm there. And thank you for watching.